Welcome back everybody, and you're watching BitcoinerTalk. In today's video, I'll show you how to download, verify, and set up Sparrow wallet, and also send your first transaction. Let's get into it. First of all, you'll have to download Sparrow wallet by going to sparrowwallet.com. Make sure that it's the correct URL, make sure that it's ending with .com, and make sure that everything is spelled correctly. And to verify that we're downloading the correct release and no malware, we'll have to go to gpgtools.org. This is an encryption tool for macOS. There is PGP for the Windows users, but this is what I'll be using today. I have this already downloaded and installed, so I won't need to do anything with this, but it's pretty straightforward. So going back to Sparrow Wallet, we'll go to download, and we'll pick whatever the release is for our system. So in my case, it will be this one. And then to verify the release, we'll also have to download these two files, manifest signature and the manifest text file. Once you have these three files downloaded, you scroll to the bottom where you see these commands. So this is where the verification process will begin. First of all, I have to copy this command and go to my terminal and paste whatever I copied. This has imported the private or the public key of the creator of Sparrow wallet. So to show use, now after this has completed, I've got the public key of creator of Sparrow wallet. So what we have to do now, copy CD downloads, go on my terminal, copy, paste, and this just checks if I have downloaded the files. Then this is the last step of copying and pasting. I'll have to do the same thing. And this is what you're supposed to get. So going down here, you should see the following if the verification was successful. Your time zone may differ. So this is what I need to mostly look at and make sure that this key is the same as this key. And just by looking at it, yeah, the key matches. So my download has been verified. Now moving to the next step, I'll show you how to set up Sparrow wallet. I'm gonna go to my downloads. You no longer need those files because you already verified that it's the correct release. So just press Sparrow, then you're supposed to see this. If you're on macOS, drop it to the folder, and your setup might ask you to complete a few things, but I think since I had this on my computer previously, it just brings up this. So first thing, what you need to do, just what I would do, is go to Sparrow, go to settings, and go to servers. If you're not running Bitcoin Core, or if you're not running your own private node, then you'll have to use the public node. It's not the best practice, but it's also not the worst. What public server basically means is that you'll be using somebody else's node and they can see your transactions and your balance. But that's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean that they can have control over your Bitcoin. It's just more for your own privacy. But nevertheless, we'll check the connection and you can pick which node you want to use, which provider, and all of these providers are trusted providers that technically don't log your transactions. So I'll just use blockstream.info and I'll test my connection. And my connection is okay, so I'll close this, and always make sure that this toggle or whatever you want to call it is always on. So it's always on yellow. If it's off, for example like this, then it's disconnected. You're not connected to any node and basically your transactions won't go through, nothing will work, so you'll just be panicking all the time. So always make sure that this is on. So we have three settings here. You have new wallet, open wallet, or import wallet. New wallet would be, you can create a hot wallet on your computer using Sparrow wallet. That will not include any hardware wallets or anything. That will be a hot wallet on your computer. You can also open up a wallet if you have created a wallet on a different computer or a different system, or even from a hardware wallet. But I wouldn't suggest that, because why would you have a hardware wallet and then import your keys to a hot wallet basically to your computer, which you don't know if anybody has control over it, but that's another video altogether. And then you also have an option to import wallet. I'll show you what this means. You can import mnemonic words, so your seed phrase, different types. You can have 12 words, 15 words, 18 words, 21 words, and 24 words. And then you can import your hardware wallet, or even like a Blue Wallet, Cold Card, Multisig, Electrum, and all these different providers. So I'll just press new wallet, test for video, create new wallet, and simple as that. My wallet has been created, but not yet. I'm only onto the UI. So now I'll have to press new or imported software wallet. I'll press this. And then I'm gonna use 12 words. It'll just be easier for the video to remember. It asks me if I want to import the words that I have already, or I could press here and generate. Also, use passphrase. If you don't know what passphrase is, I suggest you wouldn't touch that. I can make a separate video on what it is, but for now, just for your own benefit, if you don't know what passphrase is, don't select it. So I'll just press generate new, and I get my seed phrase. Also, remember, never ever share your seed phrase to anyone. I'm only sharing it because it's for a video, and I won't be using this wallet after the video, so I don't really care what happens to this wallet. So what I'm gonna do now is confirm that I have backed up. Have these 12 words have been written down? Yes, it has. So I'll get back to you when I have written down my correct seed phrase. So now that I have written down my seed phrase, I can press create keystone and then press import keystone. Oh yeah, also leave this to multisig. Also, if you don't know what multisig is, single sig is, just leave it as a single sig. That basically means you'll only need one confirmation to transfer your funds. You won't need a separate wallet or a separate seed phrase or a separate device to confirm another transaction. So multisig would basically mean you would need 2 out of 3 signatures to send out transaction. It could be different types, but I'm just giving you an example. And then leave this to native sig for better fees. These are different wallet types, but I suggest just to leave this for now. And then that's it. Press apply and then create a password. So I'm just gonna create a password for this test wallet. Set password, and there you go. You have, first of all, downloaded, verified, and now set up your wallet on Sparrow Wallet. That's basically it. You have it here. This is your main window where you see your balance. This is where you send. This is where you receive. This is one of your wallets. And then if you want your multiple wallets, you could go here. You have multiple wallets, as you can see. And then UTXOs, the video on that will be coming at some point. I'll explain what UTXOs are, and your settings. For now, you're all set. So now I'm going to jump onto testnet and show you how to send your first transaction. The reason I'm using testnet is just because it's easier for me. Instead of sending over real Satoshis, showing you transactions and sending it out, I'll just use testnet. Everything will be the same as mainnet. Everything will be exactly the same, so it's just easier for me. So let's get on our testnet. So now I'm on testnet 4, and you can see that I'm using testnet by looking right here. So all these Satoshis are not real Satoshis. This is TBTC, so testnet BTC. It has no value, 0 value. So it says even here that it's worth $480. No, it just gives you an approximate price of what the Satoshis would cost if it was real Satoshis. So you can see I was playing about with this before, and I'll just show you how to use this. So first of all, to send a transaction, I need a wallet. I'll be using myself, not somebody else, but if you're sending it to your family member or a friend of yours, or if you're buying something, you'll ask them for their wallet address. So now I'll just go here and use one of the addresses that I haven't used before, and press copy and just paste it. And it's always good practice to label your transactions just for future, and amount will be 20,000. So now if you take a look over here, you have your fee settings, and you can move your fees around here. And if you can see, low priority, so I'd be paying 4.52 sats per VByte, and that totals to 634 sats per transaction. So if you want to make sure what's the rate of transactions at the moment, how much you would be paying per VByte, you can look here, or you can also go to a website that I really like and a lot of Bitcoiners like, is mempool.space. And right here you see on the last block, or the current block, there was 4 sats per VByte, and then the next block coming is 3 sats per VByte. So if I really want to get this transaction through, I could put more sats. But if I am not in a rush, I can set it over here. But then right here, if I put like a really low fee, you can see try then replace. That basically means that it will be trying until it gets into a block, and then if it doesn't get into the block, you'll have to boost your fees and pay more. But just for this video, I'll be paying I'll be generous. Even though I'm not paying, I'm just showing you what it would feel like on layer 1 on mainnet. I'm using testnet, so none of this affects me, none of this is real money. I'm just showing you how it would be if you were a user with real Bitcoin. So I'll be generous and I'll be paying 3.49 VBytes sats per VByte, and that will be 489 sats. So all I have to do is press create transaction, finalize transaction for signing. And also remember, if you're using a hardware wallet, there will be different steps. You'll have to confirm it on your hardware wallet. You'll have to go back here and do all this. I'm using a hot wallet, so I don't need to do any of that. All I need to do is click a few buttons and I'm done. So finalize, sign, put in my password, and then broadcast. And there you go. When you're using testnet on Sparrow Wallet, it doesn't show how much you have sent out. It only shows the fee that you're paying because you're sending to yourself. What I also wanted to show is this part. So it shows you that I'm sending from my wallet, which has currently 474,000 sats, which are also testnet sats, not real sats. And I'm sending money to my test wallet. Then I'm sending the rest that was left over from the big amount to a change wallet, which I also have control over, and then the fee was paid. Every time you make a transaction, a new window is open, you can just shut it, you can close it, and now if you look at your address, the one that I copied, now it has 20,000 sats. So, and then my change is in this wallet over here. This is pretty much all you need to know so far. And then you see, this is how much I pay to mempool, which is not real Satoshis. And this is how much I have left over. So pretty much this is all you need to know so far. If you're a beginner, Sparrow Wallet is a great wallet for beginners and for professionals, for people who have more experience in Bitcoin, who has been longer in Bitcoin. But either way, this is a very easy and useful wallet. And yeah, I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.